And then anyway, on to more gameplay, and then this is kind of more of the start.
More?
Well, yeah, because there's a lot more. I forgot to go into like the character customizations and all that.
Briefly,
yes, okay. So anyway,
I didn't set the timer. I don't know how much time we have.
All right. So anyway, when you start the game wants you to customize a character, and the way they do their character customization is really good. I mean, yeah, the avatar customization, because it's really good. It's what, you know how, and this is for more Pokemon fans out there, when Pokemon X and Y had the customizable characters, this has a whole lot more. And so if you're really into customizing avatars, which I really love that shit, like I will spend like 30 minutes customizing a character.
Watching him customize the characters like being with your girlfriend at the mall, looking for clothes and shit.
I do that too. It's like, I want this, I want that. So I spent a lot of time making my character on this. And the game, when you're playing the Pharaoh League, and even when you're playing single player, just like, you know, epping around and all that crap, it rewards you with currency, and the better you do, the more currency you get. And once you pass a league, it gives you like 1 million coins, which allows you to buy more unlockables for the character avatars, which is really cool because like there's like a lot of options, and as you beat leagues and all that, you get even more customization options, and it's really fun to do. And it gives you a reason to play the Pharaoh League, which I admit is more randomly generated characters. So again, with the whole fighting game story kind of deal, I could see people getting a grind out of it, like feeling like it's grinding for stuff. But for me, it actually was pretty fun, and it was totally worth it unlocking avatar stuff for my character and all that, because I like that stuff. I'm willing to go through the grind and all that for that stuff. So for me, I really enjoyed it. Though I could see some people not really getting a liking to it unless you like the whole customization option and all that. Because if you're a really big fan of customizing your characters to where you want them to look a certain way that you want them to look, you will enjoy this.
It's side stuff to me, so this is his copy. If I ever get my own copy someday, I'm just gonna unlock what I unlock and be happy with that.
So. Oh yeah, and then while you're also playing the Pharaoh League, you'll also get like lucky bonuses. And then the game will also judge you on how you played your character. So like, let's say like it goes from 1-star to 5-star, and it goes into attack, defense, technique, skill, I think it's skill, or it could be just technique, and then luck. So it'll tell you, like, depending on what match you play, how well you did, like what you did good in, what you need to improve on for that character, and all that. So it's really good with that kind of stuff, kind of showing you in the campaign, like, oh, how good you are with this character, what you need to probably improve on with this character, and all that stuff. So I would recommend it. And plus it also gives you an option, if you don't like the Pokemon that you initially started out with, then you can go ahead and change it, and then also reallocate the stats to where you want that Pokemon at. And the stats, they kind of do affect your Pokemon in some way, but I haven't really noticed anything noticeable with it, so. And plus, there are some generation favorites in there, in which, yeah, a lot of their Generation 3, Generation 1, and surprisingly, some of the generations get some Pokemon balances. Like Generation 3 got 2 of their starters in there, which are Sceptile and Blaziken. They're Season 3 they're Generation 3 starters, which I'm fine with, because Generation 3, if you guys don't know, is my favorite Pokemon generation out of them all. And then even Generation 6 got some Pokemon. It got Braxian, and I think it just got Braxian, but it also got some Generation 6 Pokemon with some starters. But if you're a big fan of Generation 2, there's not a lot of Pokemon options for Generation 2. I kind of get why, because Generation 2, in my opinion, is the most boring one of the generations. Hell, when it came to Generation 3 when I was a little kid, I thought Generation 3 was Generation 2. Because Generation 2, like, I didn't know which Pokemon were in Generation 2, and it's like, wow, there was a Generation 2?
Yeah. So underwhelming. It was underwhelming.
So yeah, Generation 2 is the most underwhelming of all the generations, along with Generation 5 for me. And I don't really see a lot of Generation 5 Pokemon in there as well. No, there are some Pokemon in the support class that are Generation 5.
Basically, they got the best of the best.
Yeah, they got the best Pokemon from other generations. Which there are some surprising ones in there. Chandelure and Braixen, for example. More of Chandelure. I would not have pictured Chandelure in this game. And we both actually played as him, and Marcelo actually had a fun time with him from what I recall.
Yeah.
But I so much didn't, and that's because I was playing as my main, and I only played my main, which if you guys don't know, and I'm a big fan of other characters, I went with Sceptile. And luckily for me, Sceptile is one of my favorite Pokemon, so I was happy that he was in there, and I actually had a lot of fun with him, and I spent the most time with him, with 50 plus matches under my belt with Sceptile.
And yet I beat him with Machamp.
Yes.
Don't know how, because he didn't feel that great, like I think we said earlier.
Yeah. No, but I was
with the Wii remote, so...
Yeah, no, I was pissed off when you won with him, so honestly...
Then again, I'm your first human opponent.
Yeah, and that was the first time I played Sceptile with a human opponent, so it does feel different, and so maybe I had to kind of adjust my strategy with him.
Yeah.
And if you do this, and plus, Pokemon's not like, it's like low on ideas, guys. Again, 721 Pokemon, and what you could do is, I'm just gonna throw out an example, like, let's say if you even do like 5 or 6 Pokemon and add some extra support Pokemon in there as well, and let's say like 5 Pokemon, some supporting Pokemon with each one, and then plus some extra like avatar customization, and you do that for $10 for 5 characters with 5 support, with 5 extra support characters, adding extra support text, and then like some customization options, like 3 or 4 customization options, like 4 hats, for this, for that, and then for that, for $10. For $10 to $20, I feel that would be a good thing for this game. Adding a lot of longevity, adding a lot of content for their DLC, so people don't feel like I spent too much money for this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you would get your money's worth right there.
That's what you gotta understand. This didn't become DLC, the review, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no. But I would feel like this game would benefit from some really good DLC, and will also help make the Wii U a much more viable option for gaming platforms.
Right at the end of its lifespan, because the Wii U is already 4 years in, so we're gonna be getting NX info very, very soon. So yeah.
So this would be a very good deal. It's just so that way more people
could be. Go ahead.
So that way more people would go buy Wii U.
Yeah. This could be the first of the Swan Song games to end off the Wii U's lifespan. And it'd be a damn good starter, Swan Song game for it. And with that being said, we gonna add something?
Actually, yeah. Even if you want to, despite the fact that Marcelo and I kind of did not like this idea, you could do a poll for what Pokemon that you want to see in there. So that way we can get some popular Pokemon, maybe some not so very popular Pokemon. So you could do half the Pokemon, very unpopular, very underused Pokemon, but they're still really good. And you could do the other half, like very popular Pokemon, you could do like polls to see what Pokemon people want in the game the most. That would be really cool. That's how I would do it. So like you get 3 characters in this pack that are kind of underrated Pokemon. They're still good Pokemon. They're just kind of not very used. Again, to add some flavor to it, and then some on this half, like very popular Pokemon on this side. So what you could do, for example, like you could do Greninja.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised he didn't make it in.
I know, he didn't make it in this game. Braixen made it in instead. So maybe we could do Greninja, like Salamence and Honedge for like the popular ones, and you could pull for them. And then I think Honedge would actually be really cool. Or I forgot what his full form, like he's like the Sword and Shield, Edgy Slash. He's a really cool ghost Pokemon from Generation 6, and I feel like he would add a lot of really cool stuff to the gameplay. So make that happen. And then Salamence, because he's also one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 3, and he's very popular, so I would want to see him in there. And plus, he's also a quadruped Pokemon that can fly, so that's something we have not really seen. So by Charizard, and then just Greninja for Greninja's sake.
because Smash Brothers.
Because he could be like and then for the gameplay with him, he could be very speedy character and be very good at very short range, like Sceptile is, but then also give him some really good long range tactical things like the Water Shuriken move. That's a special, yeah. And then just do stuff like that with him. So he's very good zoner and he's very good close up, but he doesn't have like he doesn't really have very good footsie game. So that's how you would balance a Greninja out. For example, if you wanted to add him to the game, make him very good at long range and very close range, but in mid-range confrontations, make him a little less as good. Yes.
It's funny, I'm not going to go too much into it, because
Yeah.
we're not supposed to, but the reason why you said that we didn't like the poll, go on Destination Mark to figure that out. There's a two-parter there on Smash. Anyway, so, what was it? We did characters. I don't have a main just yet. I mean, Gengar's looking like he's probably going to be my main, but I did really well with Blaziken, and I did well with Chandelure as well, so they're the three. Pikachu Libre, they're the four. Wow. I gotta choose from those four who I really want to focus on to get really good with, but I did pretty well with them, and you have Sceptile or Sceptile? I kept calling him Sceptile.
Yeah, I think it's Sceptile.
Sceptile?
I say it's Sceptile. That's how I say it.
Poll, who's right? Anyway.
That's how I prefer to say his name. He's my favorite Pokemon from Generation 3. He's also one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Well, more of his secondary evolution, Grovyle. He's my favorite Pokemon, but I also do like Sceptile now he's in the game. And, I don't know, I like his design and all that. And, again, he's very, I don't know, I like him because I like Reptile from Mortal Kombat. So, of course, I'm gonna be the green guy. And then, other characters, I actually kind of surprisingly like Machamp. Surprisingly, I did alright with him.
I mean, somehow I beat your Sceptile with him, but still...
I was actually kind of alright, and then Charizard wasn't actually that bad either. And then plus Pikachu, regular Pikachu, not Pikachu Libre, was also kind of actually fun. He was really, really quick.
I was Lucario, I wasn't feeling Lucario, but you can ask.
Yeah. So, I have the kind of, I know what my main is, but the other three I really also really like.
Yeah.
So, and I also kind of like Gardevoir. Gardevoir is another one of my, she's another one of my favorites, and she was pretty good. I kicked her Gengar's ass with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was also because the game was...
Yeah, and then plus this was like at the very beginning. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot. Even though there's not a lot of characters, we kind of like a lot of the characters.
It's still
too.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like you're exactly like missing out, like in terms of content. It's just that the roster. Just to speak a little bit more about the roster before we continue and end the review. We're wishing for more. There could have been more.
Yeah, and
that's what led to the whole DLC conference.
And with this whole DLC thing, again, guys, you can make a really good idea for the Wii U DLC to work, showing them how to properly do DLC, maybe by even splitting them in half and offering us 6 characters, or even 10 characters, doing 5 underrated Pokemon, and then 5 favorite Pokemon from the people that want the Pokemon in there. So you can have like a set of 5, and then you can also do like separate deals, so like people can pick and choose which Pokemon. Because again, as a series as big as Pokemon, people have their favorites, and like some people were very happy that their favorites got in, other people were not as happy that their favorites didn't make it in. And yeah, as a series as big as Pokemon, you want as many people to play this, and this is actually more of a game for Pokemon fans.
Yeah, it's just, how we were saying, just to harken back to the very beginning of the review, we thought initially when we first heard of the game, before they even showed off gameplay or whatever, that this was going to be some kind of odd fusion between Tekken, like gameplay, and just Pokemon characters or something. But yeah, this is a whole different, it's its own entity. It doesn't live off of anything except for the fact that it's obviously based off Pokemon. And it turned out to be a game that the team behind Tekken just happened to work on. and it's a really good game.
Yeah, they did a really good job. In fact, I would want to say that Bandai Namco and the Tekken team should work on more arena fighters because they clearly know how to do them. And they did a really good job
Have
with
they
Pokkén.
done any? Because obviously we know that they have Tekken and Soul Calibur, but have they done any other arena fighters?
No, and I think this would actually be a good idea for them to do. Because they did a really good, spectacular job on this.
I wanted to say real quick also, it's really funny how we're dragging this out so long. I'm so sorry.
I know.
It's funny how you were saying about the DLC, how we pick and choose separate stuff, and then for characters and whatnot, and then they have the whole packs because that's what they did with Smash Brothers. You can either get the whole pack of like the Mii costumes and characters and stages, or you can pick and choose which ones you wanted. So
Yeah.
they've done that already. It would not be out of the question for them to consider doing that.
And I would think that would actually be a very good model to do.
Yeah.
Especially following Super Smash Bros. Route. So I think they should just take that and do it with Pokkén. So with now, we finally get to go to the verdicts.
Well, before, how does this do as a spin-off?